First of all, congratulations on the film. I think it's great, and I think it's been
Thank
ages
you.
since we've had like a really good kind of teen comedy.
Oh, thank you so much.
So for anyone who isn't already aware, why don't you explain kind of what the DUFF actually means and also where it fits into the story of the film?
The designated ugly fat friend. That's what it means. Before you get your knickers in a twist, okay, it is not so mean like it sounds. The designated ugly fat friend, it can really stand anywhere from there's always going to be someone richer than you, smarter than you, more athletic than you, prettier than you, all of the above. I'm a DUFF, everyone's a DUFF, everyone has a DUFF. That's how it goes. And basically it's about this girl who finds out she is the designated ugly fat friend of her two pretty best friends.
How much fun is it for you getting to play the mean girl? It must be a good laugh.
You know, it's fun, but it's also hard because May is, so amazing, so funny. Every other character in the film is hilarious, and then I'm kind of the oddball out who's just me the whole time, and so there's nothing really likable about my character, and there's nothing funny about her either. So it was hard because I want to be funny. I come from a comedy background, like that is what I'm good at. So it was a little tough to be so harsh the whole entire time. I was on Big Love before I did Shake It Up, and so I have background of drama and comedy. And so usually when I'm being serious, it's because I'm doing drama and not because I'm being mean in comedy.
And I've always wondered when I've watched these kind of films and there's been a mean girl who's managed to do the walk and hitting someone's books out of their hands at the same time.
That was so hard.
And you do it at one point. I've always wondered, what is the trick to being able to do that?
That was so hard. The whole trick is to get it flying in the air. And that was harder than I thought. So basically, you have to hit the very tip of it, and that's all you can hit. If you touch the rest of it, it won't fly in the air, and it'll just the gag is ruined. So it took a lot of practice.
Now the film actually has a very kind of important message underneath it. So was that something that was really important to you when you found out about the project, to kind of get this message across for everyone?
Oh yeah, I love this. For my whole life, continuing my life, I will be put in a box. I always have been. You are, everyone else is. Everyone will tell you that, you can only be this. Everybody told me I could only be the dumb pretty girl, and now I have a book series with Random House. So, this film is telling you to constantly prove them wrong. That's what you have to do in life.
Absolutely, and social media features quite heavily in the film. How kind of addicted are you to social media?
Are you kidding? Just because you're lucky that I'm not on my Insta feed while doing this. I'm also I love Instagram, but I'm actually obsessed with Snapchat. It is my life. One day I was in Canada and I was filming a movie I just worked on, and I didn't have reception, so I had no Snapchat all day. My mom was like, "Bill, why are you in a bad mood? You're actually in a grumpy mood." And I was like, "No, I'm fine." And then finally I got Wi-Fi, and I was on my Snap. And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's go do this, let's go do that." My mom was like, "No, you're literally in a bad mood because you didn't have Snapchat all day."
Do you have a kind of a favorite teen comedy film that's kind of your teen comedy?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I love the classics. I love Mean Girls. I love the John Hughes movies. I love Jawbreaker, although not necessarily so hilarious, and Heathers. Those are two of my favorite teen movies.
Throughout the film, the kind of bubbles pop up, which have people's kind of labels in and that sort of thing. If a bubble was going to pop up above your head and had something in there that might surprise people about you, what do you think would be in your bubble?
My bubble would be #TheWeirdo. Or #the funny one. Usually, if you ask the cast of the DUFF, we did this interview where they asked everybody who is who, and everybody said that I was the funny one, which is so weird because May and Robbie are two of the funniest people I've ever met. But I'm always making jokes. People would be surprised to know about me that I really am weird. I love doing weird things and I like weird people. I have a bone that I can pop out of my chest. I can pop my sternum in and out like a heartbeat.
Nice.
I can do weird tongue tricks.
Oh, that is weird. I can turn mine upside down, but I can't do that. And it seems like you guys had such a great time making this. The cast is incredible. So what was it like getting to be on set and hang around with Robbie and May?
Honestly, awesome. Those kids made this movie working just an awesome time. Everybody, I love Skylar too. I'm really close to her, and Bianca and May and Robbie. I'm close to the whole cast. And Nick Eversman. I love Nick. He plays the character that goes like this in the whole movie. His hair flips. I actually have the funniest video to him that I put to a Beyonce song, and it's slow motion of him flipping his hair, and it's so funny.
And what do you hope an audience are going to take away from the film when they watch it?
I hope they realize that, you're constantly going to be put in boxes and people are going to constantly label you your whole life and it's your job to prove them wrong.